I thought that one of our producers, Deontay, made a really interesting point on this. That it's so hard, and it's it's a rarity for him, but I want to give him credit.
No, Deontay, we love you. I do.
It's hard to beat the Warriors out Warriorsing them. You're going to have to try to do it a different way.
Yeah, there's only so many shooters.
And there's only so many guys that can play at the pace, and there's only it's really hard to do it that way. And if you're the Pelicans and you have the best big man in the NBA in Anthony Davis, and then potentially also the best true center, the guy that can play the 5 and only the 5 in Boogie Cousins, if you can keep that together and force the Warriors to react to you, basically dictate that the Warriors cannot play the lineup they love to play so much, the small ball Draymond at 5, KD at the 4, maybe that's the path. Maybe that's the best way forward. And the other component of this is, assuming Boogie rehabs decent from his Achilles, he becomes an asset if it doesn't work. And if you just let him walk, well, how are you replacing that? If it doesn't work, you can trade him at the deadline. You can trade him next year. So I would definitely bring him back.
A lot of people are skeptical of two things with Boogie. And number one being his health, that Achilles. How will he respond? We haven't seen great results as coming back in the NBA from an Achilles. And the other thing is Boogie's overall attitude and his ability to be able to get along with the organization and his teammates. Now, no organization has gotten the feel or had Boogie acting the way he's acting now. His teammates, they understand him. I think that he's been far more mature. I think that he's gotten some help off the court, more so than before, not looking as if he had a problem in Sacramento. He's addressed some of those things. So his overall growth is greater than at any point in his career. And it reflected in what he was able to do on the court.
And I think, with respect to our friend Chris Broussard, who says he doesn't think Boogie's a winning player, I think it's unfair. And here's why. Dude was in Sacramento for 6 years. Sacramento, while he was there, they had a combined head coach, general manager, point guard, 17 different people. Think about that. 17 different head coach, GM, point guards. No one's going to be a winner there. He's only played 65 total games in New Orleans, and we saw this year he was at his best mentally and some of his best physically. Go ahead, Jenna.
Question. This Achilles injury, it's not a small injury. It's a big rehab process. Are we convinced he's going to come back full form after this?
We're not convinced of it, but with most injuries, you have to give the athlete benefit of the doubt with today's technology. But even if you don't know about the Achilles, you still have to sign him because you have to keep him as an asset compared to letting him walk. You'd much rather him, if he's going to be a slow recovery, recover in New Orleans. It's more beneficial for the team.
And I understand people's concern with the Achilles because particularly of his size, but it would have to be a disastrous recovery for him not to be some type of asset. Maybe he wouldn't be a blue chip asset, but you still get something more than letting him walk in free agency.
Right. Speaking of walking, onto our set. Someone bigger than all three of us combined. All-Pro and Super Bowl champ Lane Johnson is here.
Friend of the show.